Good afternoon. What is your name, major, and your classification?
My name is Jayla McKenny. My majors are marketing and multi-platform production, and I'm a junior.
Wonderful. And are you on campus or are you off campus?
I'm currently not on campus. I am off campus.
What made you decide to be either on campus or off campus?
My decision to be on campus or off campus was based on my financial situation. To come at Morgan for free, I would have to live off campus.
Gotcha. Do you wish that you had the opportunity to be on campus, or do you enjoy the life that you live off campus more?
I do wish that I experienced living on campus, but I do enjoy my life off campus as well. I wasn't too excited about dorm life coming into college, but I do wish I would have tried the experience.
Understandable. What does your day-to-day look like as a commuter student?
My day-to-day as a commuter student pretty much varies because I have different times for classes throughout the day, and I also have different obligations on campus. But I would say a typical day-to-day for me would be waking up at about 8 a.m. Me and my sister actually commute together. She's also a student here. And my earliest class is about 9 a.m., so that's about when I start classes. And I kind of just hang around at Morgan in between classes. And then I am a part of a club sport at Morgan, so some days I do have practice. I also have an internship here at Morgan, so if I have to do that. So it's pretty much a varying type of situation, but I would definitely say I start my day here at Morgan at 9, and I leave here about 4 p.m.
So you mentioned sports. What sports do you play, and is it a part of like Morgan? Does Morgan pay you to play those sports?
The club sport that I play here at Morgan is lacrosse. Morgan does not pay at all or help with getting any gear or any equipment.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a student-led organization.
Okay. What are some of the pros that you would say as a commuter student in your situation?
Some pros as a commuter student in my situation, I would say, is definitely having your own space. Initially, coming in as a freshman, I would have been sharing a dorm, and I definitely was not ready to be thrust into that life. I've actually never shared a room before, so I would say that's definitely one of the pros. I would say the second one is just still being at home. I'm a commuter student, but I commute from home. It's not like I'm here that like I have like my own off-campus housing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like at my house. I would say that's definitely another comfort for me. Just being able to go home back at the end of the day, kind of like what you're used to, and also the meals. I do not cook. Still have my mom cooking for me, so I would say those are like my top 3 pros.
Definitely. And with that being said, is there any cons that you see as a student here at Morgan, and specifically about college life?
Specifically about college life, as a con, I would say maybe the time management. I feel like sometimes with trying to cram everything into your day, dealing with like classes, at least for me, classes, internships, sports, it can be a lot, but it's definitely just learning about how to manage it, and I feel like I'm doing that pretty well, getting the hang of it.
What are some things people don't mention about college before you were a freshman here?
I would say some things that they don't mention is how difficult it can be to join certain student organizations. I would definitely say I wasn't knowing what to expect going into it and how to really navigate that. So I definitely think that that's not talked about enough. I would say another thing is just what you should be expecting to get out of college per se. I think definitely something that students should look into before coming to college is like job placement rate, or talking about how your university specifically helps you beyond college, because yes, like you are coming to college, but it's just another stop in your entire life, and I definitely think you should know what your college is going to be doing to prep you for the rest of your stages once you leave here.
Yeah, completely understandable. So what are some of the struggles that you've specifically encountered as a student here, or as a college student in general?
For sure. I would definitely say some of the things that I've encountered here that haven't went quite well is definitely dealing with the bursar's office, Tyler Hall in general. Well, I would just wrap that into administration. I've definitely had my administrative problems here at Morgan, whether it's with faculty or just like I said, Tyler Hall. Constantly just having to go back and check whether it's definitely mistakes they've made that I've had to correct, and it can be definitely annoying when you're trying to just focus on your educational journey, having to keep running into these stops. Like with teachers, I'm having this problem with the teacher right now, just like giving out a syllabus and then not going along with the syllabus that she put out. And then even when I initially came to Morgan, they had me registered as an out-of-state student, and I'm an in-state student. So as we know, that's higher tuition. So I would say definitely faculty just not being on their toes and having everything organized has definitely been my biggest frustrating thing about Morgan.
So, as you've encountered these problems, how have you also encountered solutions? Who has been guiding you through college?
I would definitely say my mom. I would say sometimes I feel like even though the university recognizes us as adults, sometimes I don't feel like they're treating us as one, as if there are equal. I definitely feel like sometimes when you have your parental figure step in, I've noticed that sometimes things get done a lot faster, especially regarding maybe like the bursar's office, but maybe they understand more so that like the student isn't the one paying. So I would say definitely ways that I have found solutions is number one, utilizing your parent, and number two, contacting your professors, emailing whoever you can, and just definitely following that chain of command, because you try to email the president or something, they're going to send you back down to whoever you got to contact first. So I would definitely say just knowing who to email. I would say get to know everybody. Get to know the faculty, the advisors, everybody, because you're going to need help. And it's better already for people when you just have established those relationships and connections. So I would definitely say that's one of my keys to finding a solution, is establishing a relationship with a professor or a faculty member here, and that has definitely helped me get problems resolved a lot quicker.
Thank you so much for your time today, Ms. Jayla. I really appreciated your time and your advice to these incoming freshmen. That will be the end of our interview. Thank you again.
Thank you.